Oh gosh, there is a drama between Rick Ross and his baby mama Tia Kim, and let me tell you, this isn't your average celebrity beef. We're talking hitmen, secret relationships, and more plot twists than a soap opera marathon. So picture this. Tia Kim, Rick Ross's baby mama and certified nemesis, decides to hop on Instagram Live and air out all the dirty laundry. And when I say all, I mean all of it. We're not just talking about petty arguments over child support or who gets to keep the fancy coffee maker. No, no, no. Tia came with receipts, allegations, and enough tea to fill the Atlantic Ocean twice over. First up on Tia's list of bombshells, she claims that Rick Ross, yes, the boss himself, tried to put a hit on her. You heard that right, besties. She's saying he hired actual hitmen to take her out. But here's where it gets wilder than a roller coaster designed by a toddler. These hitmen apparently had a change of heart. Instead of carrying out the hit, they allegedly warned Tia about Rick's plan. Can you believe it? The very people who were supposed to unalive her ended up saving her life. It's like something straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster, but it's happening in real life.
So we finna clock this tea right here. Renee says you want to stay keeping up we finna talk about some real tea. Your brother over there paying people to put hits out. He over there paying people to put hits out. And running off with his money and it's getting back to me. So now I'm finna send the feds over there to y'all empire. See, you had the right. You keep playing with me, I'm finna tear y'all empire down.
But wait, there's more. Tia didn't stop at the hitman allegations. Oh no, she was just getting started. She went on to accuse Rick of allegedly being involved in unaliving people. Y'all, we're not talking about rap beefs or Twitter feuds here. Tia specifically mentioned an incident at a property known as the Black House, where she claims Rick was involved in an unaliving. It's giving me serious true crime podcast vibes, and I'm both terrified and intrigued. And just when you think the tea can't get any hotter, Tia drops another bomb. She claims that Rick Ross was allegedly right beside Diddy, clapping cheeks at the party. Yes, you read that right. She's dragging Diddy into this mess too.
You know what I like. Coconut. Whole one. Drill a hole in it and put a cane straw in it for me. I'm mad right now. Ain't hit me and my baby prom in 2 weeks. I'm finna go and let out. Turn that down, man. Turn it down. It's quiet right now. What you quiet for? Nobody want to see your Louis outfits and sneakers. Nobody want to see it. Nobody don't care to see the Jets no more. You running out of now. Go over there and get Diddy a hug. Go ride the bike with him, you fat. You know what time it is. Prom time. You ain't sent the motherfucking message since December 9th, you big bag. But I'm not finna play with you. I'm not.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Why is Tia coming out with all this now? Well, apparently this Instagram Live was her reaction to some ongoing family disputes with Rick. These two have been going at it for years, but this time Tia decided to take it nuclear. She's not just throwing shade, she's throwing the whole tree, roots and all. But here's the kicker. Tia says she's got even more secrets about Rick that she's going to reveal. The catch? She's only spilling after she gets protection from the authorities. When someone says they need protection before they can spill more tea, you know it's serious business. What else could she possibly have on Rick that's worse than what she's already said? My mind is racing faster than Usain Bolt on energy drinks. Now let's talk about this alleged connection between Rick and Diddy. Tia isn't just hinting at a casual friendship or some industry connections. No, she's out here claiming they've got some kind of secret freak-off relationship going on.
You big mouth. Will, I want you to talk. Don't be scared now. No Diddy, huh? You scared now, huh? I know y'all on them tapes. Freaky. I know you is. 10 churn have. It's time to show them churns now. I ain't gonna let off here.
Besties, can you imagine? Two of hip-hop's biggest names allegedly involved in some scandalous secret relationship? It's like a plot twist that would make even the writers of Empire go, whoa, that's too much. But it gets even juicier. Tia's not just talking about some vague relationship, she's saying Diddy's got the receipts, and by receipts, I mean tapes. According to her, Diddy is sitting on some seriously incriminating videos of Rick Ross from their parties. Child, can you imagine what could be on those tapes? If what Tia is saying is true, then it looks like Rick is about to get swept up in Diddy's hot mess faster than you can say, mo money, mo problems. Now, you might be wondering, Why should we believe Tia? Well, here's where it gets interesting. All this tea is spilling right after Diddy got picked up by the feds. You heard that right. The feds came knocking on Diddy's door, and suddenly Tia is bold enough to spill all this tea about Rick and Diddy's secret relationship. That's not just a coincidence, folks. It's like all the pieces of this messy puzzle are starting to fit together, and the picture it's forming is wilder than a night out with the Kardashians. Let's talk about timing for a second. Tia has been accusing Rick of being part of Diddy's freak-off lifestyle for a while now. But with all these investigations going on around Diddy, her claims are starting to look a whole lot more serious. It's like all the dominoes are falling and Rick Ross might be the next one to topple. But this isn't just about Rick and Diddy. This whole situation is shining a light on some bigger issues in the hip-hop community. We're talking about power dynamics, abuse allegations, and all sorts of scandals that have been bubbling under the surface for years. It's like Tia's accusations are just the tip of a very big, very messy iceberg. Now, I've got to remind y'all that we don't know for sure if any of this is true. Rick Ross hasn't said a word about these accusations yet, and Diddy's been very busy dealing with his own legal troubles. But one thing's for sure, this drama is far from over. It's like a soap opera that never ends, and we're all glued to our screens waiting for the next episode. So what does all this mean for Rick Ross and Diddy? Well, if Tia is telling the truth and those tapes really exist, it could spell big trouble for both of them. We're not just talking about a hit to their reputations here. Depending on what's on those tapes, there could be some serious legal consequences. We might be looking at the biggest scandal to hit hip-hop since the last big scandal, which in this industry seems to happen every other week. But wait, there's more. The internet is buzzing like a beehive that just downed a case of Red Bull, and some folks are bringing receipts that might just change everything you thought you knew about this scandal. Social media is on fire, with everyone picking sides faster than you can say Team Edward or Team Jacob. Some people are standing by Tia, saying she's finally speaking her truth and exposing the dark underbelly of the music industry. But then you've got others who think Tia is just bitter and trying to stir up trouble. And let's be real, it's not hard to believe that angle because Tia has a long history of going after Rick Ross on social media. It's like her favorite hobby, right after posting thirst traps and cryptic quotes. But here's where it gets really wild. Fans are now speculating that Rick could have allegedly essayed women, and they're bringing up some of his old lyrics as evidence. Y'all, his old lyrics are coming back to haunt him like a bad ghost at a discount haunted house. Remember that song, Magnificent? Well, in it, Rick raps about seeing Diddy do some not-so-magnificent things with female artists. And then there's UOENO, where he's talking about slipping things in women's champagne. These lyrics ain't just songs anymore. They're starting to sound like confessions. It's like we're all detectives in a true crime documentary, piecing together the clues one problematic lyric at a time. And just when you thought this tea couldn't get any hotter, an old video from 2018 has resurfaced. It's an interrogation video, and let me tell you, there's more to unpack here than in my suitcase after a weekend shopping spree. This guy in the video is calling himself one of Diddy's freak-off slaves, and he's dropping names left and right. He's talking about Rick Ross, Diddy, and a bunch of other high-profile artists. And get this, he says he caught STDs from hanging out with Diddy and Rick. Y'all, I can't make this stuff up.
Combs.
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself these days. Yeah, go ahead.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would tell me what to do with Cassie. I was like a slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all right? I caught herpes, and I came back and I sued him for the herpes and won. But Diddy and Ross, which they're good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay. Okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
I seen the lyrical track of myself having Diddy and Cassie. Okay? It's not good. He drinks all the time. Alright? He calls it Gigi. That's lyrical.
Alright.
I've settled $4.125 million with Diddy. I've settled $4.125 million with Diddy.
The timing of all this is just so spicy, it's like someone dumped a whole bottle of hot sauce in our tea. With Tia's accusations, Rick's lyrics, and now this video, it's like we're putting together a puzzle we didn't even know existed. We've got Tia dropping bombs about Rick Ross hiring hitmen, secret gay relationships with Diddy, and bodies dropping everywhere. It's like a real-life crime show, and the tea is scalding hot. So what's next for Rick Ross? His career could be in serious trouble if any of this turns out to be true. And Tia, she better watch her back. She's usually bold enough to spill her tea without being bothered, but now that she's saying she needs protection from the feds, she probably needs to be more careful than a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. The big question is, will the law get involved? If Tia is telling the truth, Rick Ross could be facing some serious charges. And what about those tapes Diddy supposedly has? Child, this could get real messy real quick. It's like watching a train wreck in slow motion, but you can't look away because it's just too darn juicy. Fans are going wild in the comments, saying things like, they always forget you know where the body's at when they fall out with you, and how you put a hit on your child's mom. One fan wrote, I 1000% believe her. I'm glad she's being vocal to keep herself safe. Another chimed in with, yeah, she might get on here and do a lot and talk a lot of stuff about him, but maybe y'all don't hear what she said? I paid someone to unalive her. Instead, they took his money and got the information to her. The general consensus? I don't even care for Tia, but paying someone to unalive your child's mother but wouldn't even pay her child support is out of pocket. But I want to know what y'all think about this. Is Tia telling the truth, or is she just stirring up drama like it's her full-time job? Is Rick Ross about to face the music, or will this all blow over like last season's fashion trends? And what about Diddy? Is he caught in the crossfire, or is he the puppet master behind it all? One thing's for sure, besties, this story ain't over yet. It's got more layers than an onion wrapped in a burrito inside a lasagna. So stay tuned, keep your notifications on, and get ready for more tea. Because in the world of hip-hop drama, the plot always thickens. Until next time, this is Hot Gossip, signing off. Stay messy, stay nosy, and most importantly, stay tuned for more juicy updates. Bye.